All right, this variation on the slow Vinyasa class is going to work a little bit more through the core and the upper body, not the complete focus, but you're definitely going to feel this in the shoulders, cross the upper back, work with bent arms a little bit and a little bit side to side, so just keep that in mind. So let's get this started and start this kneeling. And to begin, I want you to go ahead and tuck your toes underneath you if you're able. If you need to bypass this, feel free. But if you can, just go ahead and tuck all 10 toes underneath you and go ahead and reach back, see if the pinky toe is going to comply as well as the rest. And bring yourself into an upright seat. Now, I certainly understand if the soles of your feet are really tight and if you have problems with the arches, plantar fasciitis, that sort of thing, you can always let this go at any time. But if you can hold on to this, go ahead and dig your toes down to the floor, keep your feet active, and you really want to tense up those muscles in the soles of the feet. And just breathe with us here. Now that may be about good enough, and if this is unbearable for any reason, let it go. I'm not trying to torture you. But if you can hold on to this seat, then just go ahead and stay here, settle in, keep your torso upright. And if you need to change things, you can flatten your feet underneath you, take a cross-legged seat, whatever suits you best. But whatever works best for you here, go ahead and open up your palms on your lap, let your shoulders sink down, stay tall through your spine, bring your chin in just a little bit, and just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in, let your mind quiet down. And just start to deepen your breathing here. So with your inhales, draw in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top for just a moment. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat to slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. And whether your toes are tucked or not, go ahead and bring your hands to the floor, shake your feet out just a little bit, loosen things up. And then just bring yourself into an upright seat. And again, you can sit on your shins or take a cross-legged seat, whatever suits you best. But again, stay tall. And let's take things slow to start. With your next inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reaches up high. With the exhale this time, lean to the right side. Right hand to the floor next to you. Left arm reaching right, look up. And we'll go back and forth. Inhale to center, reach both arms high. Exhale, lean left. Left hand down, right arm reaching left, stretch this out long. Inhale, bring it back to center, arms high. Now with the exhale, lean further right. Right hand a little further away. Left arm stretching right, gaze up high here. Inhale, back up to center, arms high. Exhale, lean this left. Left hand down, right arm reaching left, and we're taking a little bit further on this side as well. Now inhale, back up to center, reach up high. And with the exhale, take it even further. Set the right hand away from you, stretch your left arm long, gaze up high, maybe bend the right elbow, maybe even bring that elbow toward the floor. With your next inhale, come back to vertical, reach up high. And with the exhale, go ahead and lean further to your left side, left hand away. Right arm stretching left, gaze up high here and hold. And then with your next inhale, bring it back to center, arms high. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Down to the floor again and go ahead and lift up off your feet. And shake them out just a bit. And then we'll just readjust that position that I was just in. So we're going to take this into the fronts of the thighs and into the front of the body here. So walk your knees forward and keep your knees about hips width distance apart. Feet flat behind. Come down to sitting on your heels, and we'll just be down here briefly. We're going to take this up and down. So bring your hands to your chest. And then when you're ready from here, go ahead, press down to the feet, kick into the floor. Hover your seat above your heels. Then try to keep your torso upright. Come all the way to vertical. Squeeze your glutes and press your hips forward once you're up. And then come back down slowly, pressing your feet. Try to stay tall through your spine. And just touch your seat to your heels. Press back into the floor. Lift your hips. Press them forward. Squeeze your glutes. And then sink back down. Lightly touch your heels. And again, press into the floor. Lift this up. Squeeze your glutes. Press the hips forward. Pull your belly in and sink back down. 2 more times like that. Press back up. Squeeze your glutes. Press your hips forward again. Pull your belly in. Sink down low. Lightly touch your heels. And 1 more time. Press into the floor. Squeeze your glutes and bring the hips forward. Hold here. Now keep your glutes engaged and your hips pressed forward. We're going to lean back and twist a little bit here. So the hips stay pressed forward and hinge from the knees. So just take it slow. So start to hinge back, but reach with your right hand and see about bringing the fingertips to the floor. And then come forward. Try to take this slow. Glutes still engaged. Lean back, reach with your left hand. See about touching the floor. And then bring it forward. Lean back again. Twist and reach with your right hand. And then come back up to center. Lean back, twist, and reach with your left hand again. Back to center here. Lean back, twist, touch down with the right hand. Hold here for a moment. And see if you can just hover the fingertips of the right hand off the floor. Glutes still engaged, chest open. And then come back into center. Take it the other way. Lean back, reach with your left hand. Just lightly touch the floor. See about hovering the fingertips. Keep the glutes engaged. Keep your hips pressing forward. And then come back to center. And come down to all fours. Now once you come into all fours, give yourself a moment here and just move around. Shut your hands, stretch your fingers, let your shoulders and hips move just a bit. I want to take this into the upper body a little bit further and into the chest. So from all fours, keep your hips stacked over your knees, but come up onto your fingertips. We're going to take a long puppy dog stretch here and keep this active. So start to walk the hands forward. Try to keep your palms lifted and keep the arms parallel. Keep them in line. And as you stretch this out, grip the floor with your fingertips and start to really pull forward. Draw the shoulder blades in toward your mid-back. Let your chest sink down toward the floor. Look forward here. And then just go back and forth. Pull your belly and just try to round your spine best you can. And then sink your chest down and look forward. And just keep moving back and forth like this, up and down. So it's sort of a cow and cat movement here. Trying to work this through the spine as you're stretching everything out. Now as you're moving and breathing, don't worry about the movement being too drastic here. Just feel it out as best you can. Just a long arc as you round through the spine, arching toward the floor without setting yourself all the way down. Keep trying to pull yourself forward with your fingertips and pull back from the hips. And then just give it one more round. The next time you sink your chest low, go ahead and set your palms down flat. Look forward. And if you want to, you can rest your forehead to the floor. Maybe bring your chin down. If you can take it deeper, see about bringing your chest low to the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other and just feel that stretch all through the sides. Your ribs, hips still high. And then slowly just release this. Walk your hands back in. Bring yourself up into all fours. And once you come into all fours, just take a moment here and move around. And then we'll take this into the wrists. So wrists meet the shoulders and knees underneath your hips here to start. Go ahead, look down at your hands. Now with your palms facing down, rotate each hand. Fingertips out to the side. Point your fingertips in toward your knees. Or come as far in that rotation as you can. And set your hands down flat. Spread your fingers out wide. Grip the floor with your fingers. And as you're gripping, press your spine up toward the ceiling. Now hold on to that grip. And this may be enough. Let the stretch move through the wrists and up into the forearms. And you can just breathe with this here. Now, if you can take it further, then let's start to move from the legs as well. Keep your spine lifted best you can. Keep your grip. But then step the right foot back over to the left. Let your hips just open up a little bit. And then come back to center with the right knee. Step your left foot back in over to the right and open your hips. And then come back to center. Step the right foot over the left again. Keep gripping the floor with your fingers. Bring this back to center. Step your left foot over to the right again. And then come back to center here. One more time with the right foot to the left. And then bring it back to center. And then step your left foot right. And come back to center. Come back to all fours. Come up onto the fingertips. And then just walk your hands in close, maybe about one hand's length in front of the knees. We're going to take this a little bit differently. One more wrist stretch. So flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up. Spread the fingers wide, press your fingertips down. Really work to flatten your hands here. And keep that tension in your fingertips. Keep the fingertips pressing down. Straight arms, press your spine up toward the ceiling. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Hold on to this here. And if you want to lean more weight forward, that'll make the stretch more intense. You can keep the weight back toward your heels if you need to back off. Now, if you want to take this further, just keep the tension in your hands, fingertips pressing down, and then to move the legs this time, just bring the right knee down behind your left leg, cross your legs here. Then switch it out, come back to center. Bring the left knee down behind your right leg. And just take this back and forth and go ahead and take it at your own pace. This is a more intense stretch on the wrist for sure, so nothing wrong with staying in place if you need to. But again, keep your hands tense, keep your fingertips pressing down, just keep breathing as you take it back and forth. And then just go ahead and give it one more round and finish this with your left knee going to the right side if your legs are moving before you come back into center. And then from center, come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, just come back into all fours and give yourself a moment here. Move around again. Now, I want to take this in a little bit more movement here and start to light up the core. So I want you to set this up with your hands set wide, so wider than your shoulders. And I'm bringing my hands out to the very edges of my mat, even past a little bit. And we're going to take this back and forth, so just work this as best you can. Step your right foot forward, or step your left foot forward, rather, behind your left wrist, and press into that left foot. Now, left hand to your left knee. We're going to take this back and forth from here. Tuck the toes of the right foot and lift your right knee. And then to move, pull the right knee toward your chest, and then sink your seat low, and maybe extend the right leg forward. Press into your left foot, and then step the right foot back. And just take it back and forth like that. Bring the right knee forward, and maybe extend. And then pull back in, extend behind. Again, bring the right knee forward, and maybe bring it through and extend it forward. And then pull back in, and extend behind. And two more times like that. Right knee forward. You can sit this down and extend the leg forward. Pull back in, and bring the right foot behind. And then one more time, pull the knee in, extend the leg forward, pull back in, extend it behind you. And then bring the left hand down, bring both knees down, come back to all fours with the hands set wide again. And we'll take it on the other side. So this time, step the right foot behind your right hand, behind the right wrist, and bring the right hand to the right knee. Now tuck the toes of the left foot and keep that left knee lifted and take this back and forth. Pull the left knee toward your chest. Go ahead, sink down and extend that left leg forward. Pull back in and extend it behind. Again, left knee toward your chest. You can sit this down and extend the leg forward. Pull back in and extend behind. Again, left knee pulls in, extend that leg forward. Pull back in, step it back. Bring the left knee in, extend your leg forward. Pull toward your chest and then extend the leg back. We'll do it one more time. Pull the left knee to your chest, extend the leg forward. Pull back in, extend this behind. And then bring both hands down, both knees down. Come back to all fours. And take a moment here. I'm going to take this into a modified side plank. So from all fours, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips to set this up. Go ahead, step the left foot behind the right and bring the left hand to your left hip and just open up to the side. Now left shoulder and left hip stay above the right. Bring your gaze up high. Now maybe reach your left arm straight up if you want to take it further. And if you want to take it further still, grip the floor with the right hand. Maybe lift your left foot up off the floor for just a moment. And then go ahead and set this down. Let's switch it out. Left hand down, left knee down. Step the right foot back behind the left and bring the right hand to the right hip. Grip the floor with the left hand. Go ahead, look up, stack everything. Right shoulder and right hip above the left. Maybe reach the right arm high. Maybe lift the right foot. And then come back to center, back to all fours. Now take it to the right side again. Step the left foot behind the right. Left hand to your left hip. Stay open to the side. Grip the floor with your right hand. See about lifting your left leg. And then maybe go ahead, reach as high. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring this down. Come back to all fours. And take it to the other side again. Right foot steps behind your left. Right hand to your right hip. Gaze up high. Now see about reaching that right arm straight up and lift the right leg. Hold here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back down. Now we're going to take it a little bit differently to the other side this time. So I want you to come down from the right hand and onto your right forearm. Right elbow to the side, the right hand goes to center. Slide your left hand back and just step the left foot behind the right. Now, you can stay right here and this is good enough. If you can take it further, left hand, your left hip, stay open to the side best you can. And then see about lifting that left foot up off the floor. Now, if this is good enough, then just stay here. But if you can take it further, reach your left arm past your head, stretch this out long. And if you can move with this, take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze this in elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. And then inhale, reach this out long. And with the exhale, come down to the left hand to the left knee, back to all fours. And we'll take this on the other side. So from all fours, come down from the left hand and onto the left forearm. Left elbow to the side, bring the left hand to center. Slide the right hand back, and just step the right foot back and stack your legs. Now this might be good enough right here. See about lifting the right leg. Maybe you just bring the right hand to the right hip. And if you can take it further, reach the right arm past your head, see that you can stay balanced. Now if you can move with this, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze in. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Inhale, reach this out long. And then with the exhale, come back down, come back to all fours. And from all fours, take a moment here, move around. And we'll go through one more movement here, and this is going to be toward an arm balance. This is going to take you toward a baby crow. So this is more about curling your body into as tight a ball as you can bring it into. So just work that as best you can. So go ahead and bring your forearms down to the floor. You can have the forearms parallel with the palms down or press the palms together. And whichever you do, arrange your elbows so that they stay shoulder width. Press into your hands. Now tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees up off the floor. And you may find just doing this is enough. And you can always stay here and you can stay loose. You can bring the knees down and take a break anytime. Now, if you can keep this lifted, I want you to see about taking this back and forth to curl your body in tight. So just press into the hands, walk your feet forward, and let the knees bend. Heels are lifted. Let the knees touch your belly, the legs touch your belly. Maybe bring the knees toward your arms. And then go ahead and walk this back out and bring the hips up. Walk it in again. Bend your knees. Curl your body in tight. Bring the knees toward your arms. And then lift the hips and walk the feet back. And then one more time, go ahead, walk this in. Now try to curl this in as tight as you can. Target the knees for the armpits. And if you can actually get the knees to touch the arms, see about looking forward, maybe lean. And if you can lean far enough, maybe you lift the feet up off the floor and your face is going to be very close to the mat if you actually do find the balance. And then go ahead and bring it down. So whether you got that all the way there or not, just go ahead and bring yourself up. And again, this is more about compacting your body than anything else. And just move around for a moment once you come into all fours. You can stay here and breathe or take another stretch, but whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Once you find your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now pressing your palms flat in your hands. And you want to feel some weight toward your thumbs as well as toward the outside edge. Let your chest sink down. Press your hips up high. And just keep the upper body nice and long here. You can always bend your knees, keep in mind, especially if your hamstrings are tight. And you can always just stay loose and pedal this out. Let your hips move side to side. Now when you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. Feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round, and let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You could reach to opposite elbows. And maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then when you're ready from here, just release any grip they have. Keep the knees bent to begin, but restack your spine. So just slowly roll this up to standing, bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready here with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. With the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor or to the shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and let's step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here, wrists into the shoulders, palms pressed down, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and keep your spine lifted. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly bring your knees down. Now shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. And we'll take this to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, let your hips hang and stay on the tops of your feet. And squeeze your glutes. When you're ready, pull your belly in, flip your feet over, and come back to down dog. And we'll take it through that version of a sun salutation here a few times. So take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms high. Exhale, fold this all the way down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. Take an inhale here when you're ready. And then with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, chin and chest come down low. With an inhale, straighten your arms, pull forward, upward facing dog. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up high, back to down dog. 2 more rounds. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. Exhale, fold back down again. Inhale, lift halfway. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, take it back to high plank. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, when you're ready, knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, chin and chest come down low. Inhale, pull forward, straighten your arms up, dog, squeeze your glutes. With the exhale, pull your belly in, bring the hips up high to down dog again. We'll give it one last round, so take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. Exhale, fold it back down again. Inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, come back to high plank. Take an inhale here. And with the exhale, knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull forward, straighten your arms, squeeze your glutes. And then with the exhale, draw your belly in, bring your hips up high to down dog, and take a moment here to breathe. Now for me, down dog, when you're ready, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach your arms high. And with the exhale, sink down into chair this time. So put the weight to your heels, bend the knees and bring your hips down low. Now as you come into this, make sure your feet within hips with distance. Big toes and knees pointing toward each other, belly pulled in. We're going to bind this from above. So right hand behind your head with the palm facing in. Left palm faces the other way. So clasp your fingers. And with your left arm, draw the right arm across behind your head. Press your head back into your right arm. Keep your shoulders back, keep your chest open. See about sinking your hips down lower. Now as you hold on to this, keep looking forward, keep your torso upright, and lift your toes up off the floor. Take it back and forth. Roll forward, lift your heels up high, and then set your heels down. Come up onto the toes, heels stay, come up lifted, and then set your heels down again. Bring this forward, bring the heels up high, hold here, heels stay high, you're still in chair. Now if you want to go deeper, hinge from the knees and see about bringing your thighs toward parallel with the floor. You don't have to go too far. And then just set the right heel down, left heel stays lifted. Now squeeze your legs toward each other, use your inner thighs, maybe even hover your left foot. Take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, just release, both hands down, left foot steps back, come into low lunge. Now from low lunge, we're actually going to take this down to a forearm side plank. So when you're ready, go ahead, bring the left forearm down to the floor, the left hand comes to center, roll to the outside edge of your left foot, and slide your right foot back. Now you can stay on the right foot like this and keep your hips lifted. You can stack your legs if you want to take it there. And if you can take it further still, reach that right arm high. And just breathe with this for a moment. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, a little bit clunky, but bring the right hand forward, your right foot forward, come up onto your left hand and come into low lunge. And then from your low lunge, we're going to take this into a kneeling lunge. So bring the left knee down, left foot flat behind, and step the right foot a little further right. So you got a nice wide stance, maybe a little bit wider than you usually take. Hands to your hips when you're ready. With an inhale, bring your torso all the way upright and stack the torso straight, or vertical here, from the left knee on up. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, twist. Right arm back, left arm forward, open to your right side. Inhale back to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist again, right arm back and left arm forward. Inhale to center, reach your arms high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, and hold here. Now keep reaching wide, look back toward that right hand, keep breathing. With your next inhale, turn to center, reach your arms up high. Now as you're reaching, press in the left foot, keep your hips stacked over the left knee, squeeze the glutes on the left side and root down into the right foot. Bring yourself into a steeple grip, so palms together, fingers interlaced, index fingers point toward the ceiling. Go ahead, keep the elbows wide and your shoulders back if you need to, and if your chest is open enough, maybe you straighten your arms, long as this doesn't force your head forward. Now we're going to round this forward, but I want this to be deliberate, so when you're ready, bring your chin to your chest, round your spine from the top. Just take it slow. You're coming down inside the right leg and pointing the fingertips down to the floor. Pull in from your belly and restack your spine. Come back to vertical. Everything's stacked from the left knee up. Again, like that, chin to chest. Round your spine from the top. Work your way down, point your fingertips to the floor. And then pull your belly in. Come back up to vertical with the fingertips pointing up high. One more time, chin to chest. Round this down. See about touching your fingertips to the floor. Pull your belly in, restack your spine, come back to vertical. And then take an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, just bring your hands to your hips. Now lean forward to the right foot, tuck the toes to the left. Lift your left knee up off the floor. We're going to take this into a high lunge stance. So deep bend on the right knee, left leg torso straight, pull the left hip forward and the right hip back. And then we're going to take a half bind. So right arm behind your back, palm face away. Left arm's going to reach high. Now take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, hinge forward, reach back with that left arm, look forward, and then see about lifting your left foot for a moment. Set the left foot down. Bring yourself back upright with the left arm high. Take an inhale. Exhale, lean forward, left arm back. Lean forward to the right foot. Lift the left for a moment. Set your left foot down. Come back to vertical with your left arm high. One more time, lean this forward, left arm back, look forward. Press into the right foot. Lift the left. Set the left foot down. Bring yourself back to vertical, left arm high. And then both hands to your hips. When you're ready, press into the right foot. Come forward with your left knee high. Take a moment here to breathe. Now once you're up and once you're balanced, keep digging into that right big toe, keep your gaze forward. We're going to take a version of dancer with a reverse grip. So the left knee lines up with the right, reach back with your right hand. Take hold of the inside edge of the left foot. Now once you have that grip, kick into your hand, pull the shoulder forward, line up the knees. And this is good enough by itself. Now if you can take it further, left arm high, palm forward, and then kick into the right hand, and just slowly lean against the tension of the kick. Now keep your gaze forward, keep breathing here. You don't have to take it too far, but keep your balance. And be sure you're hinging forward from that right hip if that left knee lifts behind at all, and vice versa. If you're going to hinge forward at all, make sure you're lifting that left knee. All right, with an inhale, bring yourself upright if you're leaning forward at all. And then with the exhale, just release and come to standing. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, and we're moving into the setup for crow. Now you don't have to take this all the way, but feel it out. Palms down, spread your fingers wide, dig your fingertips down. Lift your heels and just touch the knees to your arms. Now look forward, and leaning is good enough. And you can just stay right here. Keep gripping the floor with your hands. Now if you want to play with the balance a little bit, see about lifting the right foot. And then set it down, lift the left. And if you want to take it further, you can lean further forward and lift both feet. But then whenever you're ready, go ahead, step it back. And we'll take the vinyasa. So you start from plank, take an inhale. With the exhale, knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, chin and chest come down low. With the inhale, pull forward, straighten your arms up, dog. Exhale, bring the belly in. Hips up high to down dog. And pedal out. Let's take that to the other side. So from your downward facing dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach the arms high. And then with the exhale, sink down into the chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, just keep the feet within hips width distance. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And bind this from above. Left hand behind your head with the palm facing in. Right palm faces the other way. Now clasp your fingers. And then with your right hand, draw the left arm behind your head. Press your head back into that left arm. And keep your chest open. Keep breathing here. Maybe sink down lower. Now to move from this, go ahead, lift your toes up off the floor, and we'll take it back and forth, just moving from the feet. So roll forward, bring your heels up high, and then set your heels down. Bring this forward again, lift your heels, and then set them down. Now one more time forward, heels stay high, hold here, keep the legs squeezing toward each other, keep breathing. And if you want to go deeper, you can hinge from the knees and maybe bring your hips down, lower thighs toward parallel with the floor. You don't have to go too far. But keep the left heel lifted, set the right heel down when you're ready. And actually take it the other way. Set the left heel down, keep the right heel lifted. And then squeeze your legs toward each other, and if you want to go further, hover the right foot. All right, from here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Both hands down, right foot steps back, come into your low lunge. And then from low lunge, we're going to take it down into that forearm side plank again. So go ahead and bring that right forearm down to the floor. Right hand comes into center. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot and slide your left foot back. Now you can just stay like this, pressing that left foot to keep your hips lifted. Maybe you stack your legs and then see about reaching your left arm high. Hold here. All right, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring your left hand forward, step your left foot forward, and come up onto the right hand into low lunge. And then from low lunge, we'll take it to a kneeling lunge. So the right knee comes down, right foot flat behind. And see that that left foot comes a little bit further left, so a little bit wider stance than you probably usually take. Now the hips are squared, right hip forward, left hip back, bring your hands to your hips, and then just come all the way up, right? Now kick into the right foot, feel the glutes engage, press down into the left. And we'll take this to a vertical twist. With an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, vertical twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, turn to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, left arm back, right arm forward, hold here. Keep your torso upright, keep your chest open, keep reaching wide, look back toward that left hand. And then with your next inhale, turn to center, reach straight up. Now, keep yourself upright, kick into the right foot, press and lift, keep the glutes engaged on the right side. Bring your hands together for that steeple grip again. Interlace the fingers, index fingers point toward the ceiling. If your shoulders are tight, just keep the elbows bent wide, and that's fine. Pull the shoulders back. If you can keep the shoulders back and straighten the arms, go ahead, take it there. But just keep your gaze forward, hips stay squared. You're just moving from the waist on up. So from here, take it from the top of the spine. So curl your chin to your chest, round from the upper back, through the mid-back, pull your belly in, bring the fingertips down, and then pull in from your belly, restack your spine, and come to vertical. 2 more times like that, chin to chest. Round from the upper back through the mid-back, point your fingertips down, pull in from your belly, restack, all the way up to vertical again. 1 more time, chin to chest. Round from the upper back, the mid-back, all the way down with your fingers, and then pull in from your belly. Bring it back to vertical. And then once you're back at vertical, just go ahead and release that grip and bring your hands to your hips. Now lean forward to the left foot, tuck the toes to the right. Go ahead, lift your right knee and find your high lunge stance. And take your half bind, left arm behind your back, palm face away, reach your right arm high. Now we're going to take this back and forth, taking the weight into the left foot. So take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, just lean forward, reach your right arm back, look forward. Put the weight to the left foot, lift your right foot for a moment. Step it down and bring your upper body to vertical. Now again like that, hinge forward, look forward, right arm back, pressing your left foot, lift the left, pressing your left foot, lift the right for a moment, and then step your right foot down. Bring it back to vertical, right arm high. 1 more time, hinge forward, belly to your left thigh, right arm reaches back, press into your left foot, lift the right, and then set the right foot down. Come back upright, hands to your hips. And when you're ready, press into your left foot, come forward with your right knee high. Now here again, take a moment to find your balance. So stay tall, keep your gaze forward, dig into the left big toe. When you're ready, Line the right knee up with the left and take that reverse grip and dancer. So take hold of the inside edge of the right foot with your left hand. Now bring the knees in line, open up your chest, look forward. And if you want to take this further, reach the right arm high. Now to take it further still, kick into your left hand, lean forward against the tension of the kick and take things slow. Now you don't have to go too far. If your chest comes forward, be sure you're lifting the right knee behind. And if you're lifting the right knee, bring your chest forward. Just take it to where you can. You can always bend that left knee, keep in mind, but keep your balance. And then slowly just bring yourself upright and release this to standing. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, and we're just moving into that setup for crow again. So palms down, dig down with your fingertips, lift your heels. And bring the knees to touch your arms. And you don't have to take it any further than this, but see about leaning forward at least a little bit. Keep gripping the floor with your fingers, and this is good enough. Now, if you can take it further, see about just lifting your left foot up off the floor. Set it down. Lift the right foot off the floor. Set it down. If you want to take it further, lean forward, look forward, maybe lift both feet. And you can lift for a moment. You come down whenever you're ready. And then go ahead and take it through another vinyasa. So you're going to step it back to high plank. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With an inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up, pat down dog. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And with the exhale, sink down into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips low. Now we're going to bind it low this time. Right arm behind your back, palm facing, bring it to your left side. And with your left hand, reach and find the right hand here. So draw the shoulders back, open up your chest, come down lower. Now stay tall here, look forward. Well, stay tall through your spine, I should say. Lift your toes up off the floor. Take it back and forth, onto the toes, bring your heels up high. And then set your heels down. Bring it forward again, lift your heels. And set them back down. One more time forward, heels stay high, hold this here. Now if you want to take it further, maybe hinge from the hips and bring your chest further down, belly toward your thighs. From wherever you are, set the right heel down. Keep the left heel lifted and squeeze your legs toward each other. Maybe even hover your left foot. Now take an inhale. Exhale, release, left foot back, both hands down, come into low lunge. And we'll take that forearm side plank again. So when you're ready, bring the left forearm down to the mat. The left hand comes into center. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot and slide your right foot back. Now you can keep the right foot down, just keep your hips lifted. Maybe you stack your legs. If you can take it further, reach that right arm high. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the right hand forward. Step your right foot forward, come up onto your left hand, find your low lunge. And from low lunge, we're going to take this to warrior two. So then inhale, drop your left heel. Lift your torso, windmill the arms, and open out to your left side. Give yourself a moment to find your stance. Deep bend on the right knee, straight left leg, one line from the front heel to the back arch. Now keep your spine tall. Reach equally front to back. And then bring your gaze to the left side. Now I want to take the different variation with the arms. So reach your arms up high with the palms facing in. Keep the arms long like this as we take it back and forth. So inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend it forward, but keep looking up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse one more time, hold here. Now keep looking up, keep breathing, put a deep bend into that right knee. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring yourself upright, hands to your hips. Now take this to a horse stance, heels in, toes out. Deep bend into the knees, thighs toward parallel with the floor. Give yourself a moment, move around. This is basically a wide-legged squat. And then once you're ready, hands to the thighs with the fingers curled in towards center. Bring your hips down low, thighs toward parallel with the floor or as close as you can get. And let's take it back and forth, twisting here. So keep the hips where they are, but turn your chest to the left, bring the right shoulder down. And then come back up to center. Turn your chest to the right, bring your left shoulder down. and then come back up. Turn your chest to the left, bring the right shoulder down and hold here. Now stay low, look up over your left shoulder. Keep the hips low, your knees wide. Use your hands to press the knees wide, or maybe move a little bit side to side. But again, try to stay low here. Feel that in the inner thighs. Now if you're moving side to side, just bring this back to center. Bring yourself upright, you're still in chair. And then reach the arms out wide. Now we're going to take this with an eagle bind. It's going to be right arm under, left arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. Now if you need to, just reach to the shoulders and do what works. But keep the arms squeezing. And actually I should say, take a moment here, just straighten your legs, shake them out. I know this is a while. Bring yourself back into horse. Now from there, put the weight to left foot, lean left. Right heel lifts. Take it further to lift the right foot, and then set it down. Now come over to the right foot and lean right. Lift your left heel. Lean further to lift the left foot for a moment, and set it down. Bring it to the left foot, lean left, lift your right foot again. Set the right foot down, come over to the right, lift your left foot again, and set the left foot down. Now this time, come over to the left foot, lean left, keep the right foot lifted, hold, and then slowly come to standing with your right knee high. So come up to vertical best you can, or maybe you fall down, sometimes you stumble. Now once you got your balance, take this into eagle. Cross the right leg over the left. Now squeeze the legs together, sink down. You can always touch the toes to the floor if you need the extra support. But draw your shoulders back, elbows high, and just breathe with this for a moment. Now with your next inhale, straighten your left leg and lift your right knee. Exhale, hands to your hips. And then turn to the right side, step the right foot forward, lift your left heel, come into high lunge. And once everything's squared to the front, hands to your hips, put your weight to the right foot and come forward with your left knee high. Now take a moment to balance here, dig into the right big toe. When you're ready, line up the knees. And then reach that back with your left hand, find the inside edge of your left foot. So we're going to take this into the regular version of dancer. Once you've got that grip, just kick into your hand, line up the knees, open up your chest. And then if you're ready to take it further, right arm high, palm forward, kick into the left hand. Now draw the left shoulder forward and start to lean maybe just a little bit. You don't have to take it too far. You can always bend a little bit in that right knee, but keep your gaze forward, keep your balance, and keep breathing here. Now slowly bring yourself upright. Set the left foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down again. Inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands and we'll take it back into that crow setup here. And again, you don't have to lift your feet completely, but press into your palms, dig your fingertips down. Lift your heels and touch your knees to your arms. Now this could be enough. Start to lean forward and take it to where you're comfortable here. You can stay in this position, keep gripping the floor with your fingers. If you want to play around a little further, lift the right foot for a moment. Set it down, lift your left foot for a moment. Set it down. Then if you wanted to balance it, keep looking forward, maybe lean to lift both feet together. And whenever you're ready, bring everything down and come into the transition. So you'll come back to plank. Take an inhale with the exhale, knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With an inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, bring the belly back in, hips up high to down dog. And then from your down dog, we'll take all that to the other side to even things out. So when you're ready here, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. With the exhale, sink into chair one more time. Put the weight to your heels and bend your knees, bring your hips down low. Now let's bind it low on this side. So left arm behind your back, palm facing away, bring that to the right side. Right hand meets the left. Now just find your grip. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back, open your chest, maybe sink this lower, and then lift your toes up off the floor. Take it back and forth, onto the toes, heels up high. Set your heels down. Roll it forward again, lift your heels, and set them back down. One more time forward, heels stay high. If I can lift them myself, there we go. Keep breathing with this. And if you want to take it deeper, keep your chest open, but maybe hinge from the hips. And let your chest come forward, maybe bring your belly closer to your thighs. Just take it to where you can. Now from wherever you are, just set the left heel down, keep the right heel lifted, both legs squeezed toward each other. Maybe hover the right foot. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, right foot steps back into low lunge. Now from here to that forearm side plank, go ahead and bring the right forearm to the floor, elbow down, right hand towards center. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot and slide your left foot back. Now you can keep the left foot on the floor or you can stack the legs. Hips up high. Reach your left arm high and hold here and breathe. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring your left hand forward. Left foot forward. Come up onto the right hand into your low lunge. And from your low lunge, we'll take it to warrior two. So with an inhale, drop the right heel. Lift your torso, wimble the arms open up to the right side. Deep bend the left knee, right leg straight. One line from the front heel to the back arch again. And keep the hips where they are. Now turn, open your chest to the right side. Reach the arms up high with the palms facing in. And take it back and forth like this. Inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze high. Exhale, bring it forward, keep looking up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse, one more time, hold here. Now keep reaching up, keep that deep bend of the left knee and keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. Turn the heels and toes out and find that horse stance again. So again, just a wide-legged squat. Heels and toes out, thighs toward parallel with the floor. Hands in your thighs with the fingers curled inwards. Bring your hips down low, keep your chest open. Let's take this side to side. So to twist, take an inhale. And with the exhale, turn your chest right, bring the left shoulder down. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, turn left, bring the right shoulder down. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, turn right with your left shoulder down and hold here. Stay twisted, look over your right shoulder. Stay low, keep your knees wide. Maybe use your hands to press the knees further out. And you can move this a little bit side to side. Deepen the stretch here on the inner thighs. Try to stay low. Now come back into center if you're still moving. Take an inhale with your torso upright. And then reach the arms out wide. And go ahead, straighten your legs here. We'll go ahead and take the bind like this. So left arm under, right arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch them toward your face. If you need to, just reach for the shoulders and do what works. But keep the arms squeezing. Shoulder blades spread apart. Stay low in your horse stance. So keep that bend in the knees. Bring the thighs down toward parallel with the floor. And then we'll take this side to side. So put the weight to the right foot. Lift your left heel. Keep leaning right to lift your left foot. And then come back to horse. Come over to your left foot. Lean left. Right heel lifts. And then lift the right foot up off the floor. Set the right foot down. Come to the right side. Lean right. Lift your left foot again. Set it down. Bring it to the left foot. Lift the right. Set the right foot down. Now one more time. Come over to the right foot. Lean right. Lift your left foot here. And then go slow. Let's take this up to vertical. Let's see if we can do it this time. There we are. Now when you're ready, cross your legs and bring this into the full eagle pose. So left leg crosses over the right. Squeeze your legs together. Sink into the hips. You can always touch that left foot down. Shoulders back, elbows high. Just breathe here. Now with your next inhale, straighten the right leg, lift your left knee. With the exhale, hands to your hips. Now turn left, step your left foot to the front of the mat. Lift your right heel, pivot forward, find your high lunge stance. And then when you're ready, put all the way to the left foot, come forward with your right knee high. Now dig in the left big toe. Once you're stable, line the right knee up with the left. Reach back with the right hand, find the inside edge of the right foot. Now once you've got that grip, kick into your hand, line up the knees. Keep your gaze forward. And if you're ready, take it into dancer. Left arm high with the palm forward. And then slowly kick into the right hand, lean against the tension of the kick. Be sure that right knee lifts if your torso comes forward at all. And keep breathing with this. Now slowly bring yourself back upright. Step that right foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, set your hands and let's come back into that crow setup. Palms down, dig into your fingertips, lift your heels and touch the knees to your arms. Look forward, maybe lean further. You don't have to go too far. If you want to play around with this, lift your left foot. Set it down, lift your right foot. Set it down, and if you want to go further, look forward, grip the floor. Maybe lift both feet, doesn't have to be long. And when we're ready, take it through one more vinyasa. So you'll come back to plank, take an inhale. With the exhale, knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, chin and chest come down low. Inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. And then once you come into your down dog here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, come all the way down to all fours. And from all fours, we're going to take this into Gomukhasana. So I want you to bring your right knee forward to the center of the mat. Right foot over to the left side. We're going to cross the legs here. Bring the left knee forward directly behind the right. Now squeeze your legs together. Get your feet out as wide as you can. And then just slowly come down to sitting between your heels. Now just take a moment to settle in. Feel that stretch in the outer hips. And if this isn't going to work with your legs crossed, if your hips are too tight, you can always extend the bottom leg, the left leg forward, and just keep the right leg crossed tightly over the left knee, and that's good enough. Now to take the arm bind, we'll take this from below first. So right arm across your low back, palm facing away. With your left hand, reach back and you can grip the wrist, maybe reach all the way to the elbow or somewhere in between. But use that left hand to draw the right arm back and find that stretch from the front of the right shoulder. And you can always just stay here and stay tall. Keep your chest open. If you want the full bind, right hand up between the shoulder blades, left arm from above. Now see about finding that grip somewhere in between. If the grip's not going to happen, don't worry about the full bind. Half bind is good enough. It took me about 3 years to be able to touch my fingers doing this. Now, wherever you take this to, keep the shoulders back. I'm going to recommend you stay upright to open your chest. There's versions where you can fold this forward, and you're welcome to take that if you like, but most people need the opening between the shoulders, keep in mind. Now take an inhale here. With the exhale, just release whatever arm bind you're in. Hands down behind you. Now I want to change to another pose. So I want you to lean back just a little bit and loosen up your legs. But keep the right foot on the floor outside your left thigh. And keep the left heel outside the right hip. Now you can always extend that left leg forward if you need to back off from this a bit. But get both sit bones down. I want to take this to a seated twist, Lord of the Fishes. So right hand sets behind you. Inhale your left arm high. And then with the exhale, bring the left elbow past your right thigh. Now keep your spine tall. Reach the crown of the head straight up toward the ceiling. Look back over your right shoulder. And use your left arm, press it into your right leg, and just breathe deeply here. All right, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just slowly release this. Bring both hands over your left side, lightly open your chest to the left. And then turn back to center. Lean back, untangle the legs. Come forward to your hands, find all fours, and we'll take those two poses on the other side. So when you're ready here, bring your left knee forward to the center of the mat. Left foot goes right, and then the right knee comes in directly behind the left. Now squeeze your legs together, get the feet out wide, and then come down to sitting between your heels. And give yourself a moment to feel this out here. Now you can always take this with the leg bind. The right leg, you can straighten it out if you like with the left leg crossed. But feel that stretch in the outer hips. And then let's take the arm bind here. So from below, left arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. With your right hand, reach back and maybe take hold of the wrist or the elbow or just the forearm in between. But use the right hand to draw on that left arm and feel that stretch in your left shoulder. Open up your chest. Now, if you can take this further, bring that left hand up between the shoulder blades. The right arm comes from above. And see about finding that grip. See if I can get it there. Somewhere in between. Now, wherever you take this to, let your chest open up first. Draw the shoulders back. I recommend keeping this upright, but you can fold it forward if you want to. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release whatever arm bind you're in. So hands down behind you, lean back, untangle your legs. And this time come all the way down to your back. So once you're down, draw your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in. And then we'll take this into bridge. So go ahead and bring your feet down to the floor. And let's set this up. Feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Heels close enough to your seat that you can flatten your low back as much as possible while you're down. Arms at your sides, palms on the floor. Just keep your gaze up high. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press in your feet, lift your hips and keep them lifted. And just hold here. Now keep your gaze up high, keep your glutes squeezing and hold the tension of the lift. That's good enough by itself. If you want to take your bridge further, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers, maybe pull the palms toward each other. You can work your shoulders further behind your back to open your chest even more. But keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips pressing high, and keep breathing. Now, if you want to take it deeper, if you've got the reach, you can take hold of your ankles and maybe use that grip to press the hips up higher and open your chest still further. But keep the glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release. Roll this all the way back down. And then once you're down, draw your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in. And let's take this to happy baby. Go ahead, reach between the knees, take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And then pull down on both sides. So draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. And just keep the tension working both up and down. Flatten your spine, sink your tailbone toward the floor. Now you can rock this side to side if you want to take it further. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. And with your exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. And then when you're ready to move, start with your fingers and toes, arms and legs. And stretch this out long. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out past your head. And then take your time and pull things back in. Bring your elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And just find your way up to a comfortable seat. And then ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to at the top. And then just let everything go. And thank you for joining class. Namaste.